Podcasting from Woodstock, Georgia, welcome to Soul Solutions, a show where we overcome our fears and our limiting beliefs. I'm your host, author, and certified life coach, Terry Kozlowski. Hello, warriors. Do you wish to eliminate drama from your life? Are you able to establish personal limits with other people? I have the course you requested, The Guide to Setting Personal Boundaries, where you'll learn what they are, why they're important, and how to set them as a part of your self-care routine. The show notes contain the link. Don't let the drama of others influence your life. Now let's start this week's episode. Episode 165. Yes, you can live life with authentic self-control of the egoic mind. Like most good things, an excessive amount of self-control may be harmful to your health and relationships. High levels of self-control may have downsides in a variety of emotions and the propensity to overwork, according to some studies. But you may use the power of restraint to strengthen your feelings of purpose by seeking a correct balance. While self-control is crucial, it is not the only element that leads to success, and in most situations it requires a time to cultivate and maintain. Be kind to yourself as you go through the process of living an authentic life. Self-control of the egoic mind must be developed over time, and some people are more prone to doing so naturally than others. The spiritual power of faith. Spirituality always fosters values like morality, honesty, compassion, forgiveness, self-control, willpower, and awareness. It necessitates specific, regular activities and sincere introspection. All of it calls for self-discipline. Spirituality increases resilience, reduces impulsivity, and enhances mental tranquility. Your perception of yourself as something bigger than your physical self and personality are also known as self-awareness, spirit, soul, or Buddha mind. These things strengthen your sense of self-worth. You perceive setbacks as hitches along the lifelong road of personal transformation, which strengthens self-forgiveness and the practice of self-compassion. Faith is the acceptance of something that is true, that science cannot validate or refute, but one believes is proper, good, and meaningful. It provides a framework for building moral character and gives meaning to life. Faith is selecting from a sea of unknowns that one theory that for you brings meaning and makes it all worthwhile. Then, until you discover something better, you decide to view the world through those lenses, navigate uncertainty with that map, and reap the rewards. Faith is an internal choice, sentiment, or experience. It's transrational and not the result of analytical thought. Therefore, it is true divine wisdom. It is also not only a part of religion. Techniques for gaining self-control over the egoic mind. Number 1, avoid temptation. Remove it. You may have heard someone talk about how they face temptation just as they could face a nagging worry or difficult interaction. However, a 2016 study found that teaching people to resist temptation may help them exercise self-control. This research implies that it's best to eliminate the temptation so you don't have to put up with an unneeded face-off rather than trying to resist your favorite dessert. Although it isn't always possible to control your surroundings, it's sometimes very easy to get rid of temptation. Be with people who are aware of your temptations and understand how crucial it is for you to resist them. Supportive people can assist you in leaving a situation if you find that your self-control is waning. Making these changes and communicating your desires may take some time, but in the long run, they can protect your general health and mental well-being. Number 2. Develop stress coping techniques. Self-control frequently disappears when you're under stress. According to research, those who exercise more self-control may be better at controlling their stress levels, which makes unpleasant thoughts less intrusive and overwhelming. They also have a tendency to be better at placing themselves in encouraging, low-stress environments that support their objectives and mental health. Researchers discovered that individuals with higher degrees of self-control experienced more steady stress levels and reported experiencing less overall stress. Consider the last time you experienced significant stress. It wasn't a moral failure if you found it difficult to make an appropriate or healthy choice. Rather, stress made it challenging to do cognitively demanding activities, according to psychologists. The standard method for reducing stress comes in particular handy when there are a lot of stress around. Spend time creating your unique set of coping mechanisms besides getting enough sleep and maintaining a healthy diet. These might comprise of a 10-minute stroll around the block, calling a member of your trusted tribe, reading, meditating, or praying, getting quiet and listening to your soulful self. Remember that everyone experiences stress slightly differently, so how you use to cope can change. Number 3, monitor your development. It's challenging to keep motivated when pursuing either short or long-term objectives if you don't recognize your progress. Use SMART goals if you require a method to monitor your progress. The acronym for SMART refers to specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals. For instance, your SMART goal might be to study for a psychology course test for an hour every evening for 3 weeks. Having the aim is far more obvious than just saying, I want to do well on my psychology exam. My coaching service can help with you to provide accountability for your SMART goals. So instead of just clinging to hazy dreams, you can start tracking your progress towards specific objectives by adopting SMART goals. Number 4, defining your why. Dr. Michelle, a psychologist using the marshmallow test to gauge children's capacity to delay pleasure in a seminal study on self-control in kids. This research inspired them to create the hot and cool system, a hypothesis that aims to explain why willpower works or doesn't work. According to this belief, a hot stimulus is like the devil on your shoulder. Some persons may be more or less prone to hot stimuli, such as a marshmallow, which affects their capacity to postpone satisfaction via willpower. If you find you give in to your want for instant gratification, it may be good to pause when presented with temptation and define your why. Keep a list of your primary motivators in plain sight by writing them down in a journal. Short-term rewards can feel wonderful at the moment, but when they are compared to your long-term objectives, it may be simpler to make a decision that will help you in the long run. Number 5, establish accountability. An accountability buddy can be quite helpful in circumstances where self-control is required. While you could ask a friend or a member of your family for support, a coach like me can provide a higher degree of knowledge and experience. Moving forward with authentic self-control. Although the definition of self-control may appear straightforward at first, psychological research shows its practical application can be a little bit more challenging. Developing self-control over your egoic mind takes time, patience, and self-compassion. However, you may strengthen your willpower and advance boldly towards your next objective while also improving your mental health. Do you need help to gain control over your egoic mind? Are you looking away for you to lessen your stress levels? Do you need someone to hold you accountable? If so, please reach out to me at terrykozlowski.com and we can create a plan for you to alter how your mind deals with these thought processes. Thanks for listening to Soul Solutions with Terry Kozlowski. If you'd like the show and want to learn more, check out terrykozlowski.com where you can find the links to everything we talked about in this episode. Please subscribe to the show so you'll never miss an episode as we overcome our fears and our limiting beliefs.